Journalists, friends and family, we are here at HIMSS Middle East in Saudi Arabia. I'm here with a friend of the family, Yves Mahieu. He is from Pure Storage and he's here to see us. Hi, how are you?
Good to meet you. Good to meet you, Sam. And thanks for having me here.
Pleasure. So, a couple of very simple questions today.
Okay.
So what brings you out to HIMSS Middle East?
Well, of course, we are, as Pure Storage, we're investing very much our time into the healthcare space, and we're always on the lookout for very innovative partners like you, Sam, to really build a better world outside, better healthcare outcomes together, combination of your application software with our infrastructure services, which is really delivering the outcomes that everybody is looking for. And that's why we are here together.
So what are you most excited about in the digitalization of healthcare?
Well, basically, it's a powerful tool to improve outcomes, quality. Just think about the possibilities in terms of data sharing, which is definitely very important, where we have great solutions for, where you guys have great platforms for. It will improve radically the information sharing, the flow down of information to whoever needs it. And that's all very much enabled by the digitalization itself. Once you have data digital, you can do so much interesting stuff with it. You can start analyzing it, improving productivity, again with new tools like AI. There's a lot of fuzz around AI, but in principle, the fact that information becomes digital really gives us the possibility to share it, to analyze it, and to provide better outcomes and tools for our physicians and patients. And that's what really information digitalization for me in healthcare is all about.
That's a great answer. Thank you for that. And obviously, hopefully with that will come more storage and hopefully more business for the rest of us. So
and more application platforms and healthcare exchanges, everything that we need to do to advance healthcare in our regions.
Yes, I agree. Thank you for that. So I have a question. How do you think the industry is going to change or differ in the next 5 years?
Well, in terms of infrastructure, I think that data services will become fluently, generally available through a number of platforms, cloud, on-premise, with all of the tools needed to really provide that fluidity. I think that's definitely different from what we have today. It will be way more easier to deploy new services, way easier. And I think at the same time, what you will see happening is that the consumption of these services will not be done by humans only. It will also be new tools like, again, AI that will be consuming these data sets in order to help, again, the physicians. And it was kind of an interesting statistic that I was reading, that the data, for instance, in radiology services, the amount of data is increasing 14 times faster than the number of radiologists itself. So somehow within 5 years, that will lead into either the service will break up, or either the service will need to be improved with new tools like indeed AI, like seamless data services. And I think for us, as a data storage and data management company, and for you as a healthcare exchange or radiology and EMR company, if we get that right, good times will be ahead of us.
So you've been in the industry for over 25 years, and there's quite a few people watching this today who are starting out in their IT career. What advice would you give them?
Definitely go for a company that really has its culture embedded in healthcare. It's a small world at the end of the day. We're here at HIMSS, and we're meeting all the people that we have been meeting for the last 10, 15 years. The roles have been changing. Pretty much they all end up on the ladder, which is normal, of course, when you have a career. But what is really essential is they all love healthcare. They feel a special pinch in the heart for healthcare, and find a company that has that pinch, because that's so much important. And I think me as part of Pure, we have a heart for healthcare. We're investing a lot of it. Needless to say, you as Daedalus, we're all about healthcare. I think finding a good home for you in healthcare is really the one most important thing to do to advance your career.
That's a great answer. Thanks for that. So what would you say is one of the fundamental changes that you've seen over the last few years, or certainly from when you started till now, in the sort of healthcare ecosystem, the healthcare ecospace?
That's a long time ago, 25 years ago. I think at that time, I remember doing the first projects about the digitalization itself, going from film to digital radiology, going from paper to EMR. I think right now, if you look at here, we're at HIMSS. Almost every hospital is now at HIMSS level 4 or 5. And we really made big strides ahead now compared to 25 years ago. I think the whole dynamic has changed. It's not about the digitalization itself anymore. It's about improving the workflows. It's about reusing the data for other purposes. which was totally different than 25 years ago, where there was no digital data available. So I think the industry now has to start trusting the data. Like AI is meaning, can I trust AI as a physician? It's building new business models around AI, how to pay for it. Is it a productivity game? Is it a quality game? Is it both? And so the reuse of data for sharing analytics, that really has become the name of the game today. While 25 years ago, when I was starting, there was nothing digital. It was all starting and creating the digital data itself. And that's really a big game changer for me today.
That's great. Thanks for that. Listen, I wanted to just say thank you, and hopefully you'll have a safe trip back to Belgium. And if you see my old friend Hans, please give him my regards.
With pleasure. Thank you, Sam.
Take care. All the best.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye. Do you have an answer?
What was the question, by the way?